Hello everyone. In the last video, we have seen some of the React lifecycle hooks, as well as have seen some of the example how to use the use effect hooks in React.js. In this video, we are going to see how to handle events in React.js. So events is nothing but when you do something on a certain page, right? So for example, when you click a button, or when you change the page, or probably when you want to submit a form. All this is one kind of events, and to handle it in React.js, we are going to see this example of form submission. So let's get started. So first of all, we as you can see, right, first we need a button which will gonna listen to the event, and then when we have this button, we need to have a form or something like that which will gonna do something. And then once we submit this button, we are going to do some printout something, and more advanced will be having a text box in the same form itself, and then to print out those form to something else. So let's get started. So first is like we are going to create a component called test, not test, let's say from exam dot, and then we can import React. And then as we can see, this is a normal functional component. So we will try first with the class component, then we will try for the functional component, because usually when we do something on React.js, first thing is always try to learn from the functional class component. And we can copy this whole thing. Let's change this form name to toggle something, so it's easy. And we can call this form in this page. So what is okay, we need to export. Now if we see in this page, so we have this on button, and okay, let's stop this clock thing and example so we can see more clearly. So now in this, say, first thing is we have this state called toggle on and off in the button itself, and when we click on this button, we have this handle event, and this handle event have a state called is toggle on. And this bind is because when we have this on click, this on click refer to this render. So here it doesn't have anything, right? If we had a handle this click inside this render, then we would be able to bind this to this. Since we don't have inside the render, and this is outside in the toggle, so that's why we had to bind from this handle click to bind to this toggle method, so that way we can bind this together. So so here is a comment like bind is necessary to make this work for callback. And when you click on this, what we do is we change that state, whatever state we had previously, to the other state. So it's a boolean value, true or false, and we're printing is on or off based on that. So let's see, when you click on that, we see this off, on, off, on. And we can, same thing can be done in the functional component as well. But before that, let's do something on checking on this here log. So what we can do is like we can log here. Let's see how it works. So we can say this state we can print and see. When you click, okay, it's when we click, we see that its toggle is on. So anytime we print it, right, so it's false. So that's we, and then when we flip over the value using this sign, it become on and off. So it's switch between. So that's how it works. So let's see the other example in the functional same example in the functional component. So we can have a form in the functional component, and we can submit this form and we can see. So let's create this component also. And then we can do this. You can import React. And then in the index page we can okay, we need to import. So in the form example, we see that we have a submit button. Whenever we click, we have this click submit button. Okay, we didn't have to do this similar thing here what we have done, because the render function and this toggle function is a different context, whereby this in the same context, right? We have this return and this is in the same context. So let's see how it works. So when you submit, you click submit. Okay, so this is a one type of event, is a form submission event. So let's see what is the other example we have. So we have these login buttons. This is similar to this. So this is where it print that this, and what does it mean by this. Okay, we can do the same thing. If we print this, we see that this is undefined, but whenever we have here and this, we click on this button, we can print this and we see what was going on. When we click on this, we see that this is actually referring to this whole React component itself, whereby for us we don't have this on the functional component. So yeah, let's see what's next. This is something when we have something called passing an argument into the onclick event. So we can do the same thing. So for example, handle submit. So let's say we can form something like, let's say we some name. Okay, and here we can say value. Okay, okay, now it should work. So here we submit the value and let's see how it works. So you see the name is printed here. So if we had any values, like even JSON value, right, we could pass here JSON value, something like this. And if we have reload, and you see we have the JSON value. So this is how it works. We can also see what we can see here. We have something called e.prevent default. If we didn't have this, what we have done, what it would have done is like, it will submit the form and to reload the whole page. To do that, we use this prevent default. We can see example like when you click, it reload the whole page, and if we don't have this, it doesn't reload. It just stay on a single page. So that's it on the handling event, and later we'll see the conditional rendering part and other things in React.js. That's it for this video. See you on the next one. Bye.